is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you guys are new here. My name is Brooklyn Mendez and I make all kinds of college, beauty, lifestyle videos and vlogs. But today's video is going to be a how to be productive and like my productivity tips and tricks. I would love it if you guys would subscribe. So without further ado, let's just get on with the video. My first main tip and trick that I do is I wake up early. Like, not early, but just give yourself a full day. Like, don't waste the day. So for example, I try to wake up between 8 and 9 every single day. Obviously if that doesn't happen, I'll wake up earlier or I'll wake up later just because, you know, life happens, whatever. But yes, try to wake up as early as you can. That way you can give yourself time to wake up, check your phone, eat breakfast, all those things. Yes, anyways, wake up as early as you can. My next thing is to have a planner, whether it's electronic or like physical / paper, whatever. So I have the Day Designer. This thing is huge. I love it so much. They also have it like in a mini version. I am planning on doing like a how I plan / what's in my planner kind of thing for you guys, because I know some people have been requesting that. But basically in my planner, you can make it as simple as you want or as complex as you want. I don't color code because that's just not something that I can keep up with. It just doesn't seem realistic for me, but lots of people do it and they succeed. So I just get a couple of pens, colors, whatever, and I just write out everything I have to do. And honestly, I have stuff in here until like I have it until like mid-November. I don't do all of it at one time just because things are subject to change, and so I kind of just do it within a month or so. But yeah, so as you can see, this is my month of October. It is full of stuff and we are right around here somewhere. So just an example of what my Friday, which is today, I needed to get my political science discussion done today, and I needed to vote. I needed to have both chapter 9 and 10 of my art quizzes done, and I needed to have my philosophy quiz done. So I wrote all that out because, you know, that's what I needed to have done by Friday. That's kind of how my planner works. But in reality, I actually finished all of those things way earlier besides voting. I voted today. Also, you should definitely go and vote and exercise your right as a citizen. But yeah, so definitely having a planner changed my life, and I use it every day. I check it every day. My planner is like my best friend. All of my darkest, deepest secrets are in here. So definitely should invest in a planner. And Google Calendar is a free thing. I've used it before. It's not really my cup of tea, but I know a lot of teachers use it and a lot of people who work 8 to 5 jobs, and it works for them. So the next little tip I have is mini rewards. So you kind of have to bribe yourself a little, especially if you're a procrastinator and you don't want to get it done, you don't want to do it, you don't want to start it. So when I have things like that, typically they're more so my art projects and just things I'm not super interested in. I'm like, oh, I can't bring myself to start it. I don't want to finish it. I don't want to do it. I don't want anything to do with it. What I do is I say, okay, I get up in the morning, you know, I get up in the morning and I get started on my art project, and I tell myself, you know, you cannot eat lunch until this thing is done, because you have all the time in the world between now and lunchtime to get it done. So I use it with food just because, you know, food's awesome, and I do it with like Starbucks. I do it with like maybe a little splurging here and there, maybe a little trip to Walmart, FaceTiming your friends and your significant others, FaceTiming family. So, you know, I make it a point to, if I get this done, I can call my boyfriend and we can talk. If I get this done, I can walk to Starbucks and go get a Starbucks. If I get this done, I can watch Netflix, you know, just little mini rewards like that. And especially if you only have like one thing to do that day, just get the one main thing done and then you have the rest of the day to reward yourself. Or if you have lots of like multiple things to do throughout the day, then what I do is, like, let's say I have like an art project, you know, an essay and like maybe an assignment. So I would do one of those things and then give myself maybe like a 30-minute reward to do whatever I wanted to do, whether it was, you know, all those things I just listed. And then you go back to work and you say, okay, after I work on this essay for like an hour and a half or so, I can take a 30-minute, 45-minute break and just chill on my phone or talk to some people, whatever the case may be. I promise you guys, this works. I'm sure you've heard of it, and if you have and you tried it, leave it in the comments to encourage others to do it. But if you haven't tried it, give it a try. I'm almost 100% positive that it's going to work for you guys. The next thing I have for you guys is to get a routine going. So if you get into a routine of things, you know what to expect, and you're just prepared and you're ready, and it helps you be productive because you're like, you know what, I got to get this done, because I have this and I have this, and it's just it's all in your head, and kind of it lays things out for you, and you know what's happening, when it's happening, and how it's gonna happen, and it just kind of eases your mind, and it just makes you feel good. It makes you feel good about yourself when you have a routine. The next thing I have for you guys is to prioritize, and so this kind of goes hand in hand with to-do lists. So what I mean by prioritize is, let's say you have a week worth of assignments, but this one assignment is due sooner than the other ones. Well, obviously you're gonna want to get that one done before the other ones because those are due later. Or if you have harder assignments / easier assignments. So for me, I prioritize my hard assignments because I know that I'm not going to want to do them. They're going to be harder and they're going to take longer time. So I prioritize those first. That way the easy ones, I can just chill and do those later on, like here and there. And I know some people do it the other way around, and I don't see how that really is effective. I mean, because you do the easy ones and you're like, hey, I'm done. And then you're like, wait, I have to do this big giant one. You know, so if you do that and it's not working for you, maybe switch them, because it definitely works for me. So to-do list. So I have just a little notebook that I got at Marshall's. You literally can pick these up anywhere. It just says take note. It's super cute. It has like a leopard print. And I use this kind of like as my to-do list / like writing little notes I need to make to myself. But as you can see, this is the week of October 11th through the 18th. And this is Monday, this is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday's on the back. So for instance, on Sunday, oh, that's actually Sunday, not Monday. On Sunday, I have Walmart, laundry, political science chapter 10 and 11 readings, upload YouTube video, maybe a quiz, extra credit vice presidential debate, and clean up room. And it is the most satisfying thing ever when you cross off that to-do list, because you know you got it done, you were productive, and it gives you energy and motivation to do the same thing the next day and just be like, you know what, I did it today, I can do it tomorrow, I can do it the next day. I love making to-do lists because it gives me like a visual of everything that I need to get done. Because if you just let it all stay up here, more than likely you're gonna forget, it's gonna stress you out more, and you're gonna be holding all this information in your head that you don't really need to hold if you can put it out on paper. Or electronically, you can make a to-do list like on your notes. So, because I do that on my phone all the time too. But yeah, so I usually do that on Sunday. So for example, today's Friday. So on Sunday, I'm gonna write out my Sunday through the following Sunday for the next week. So yeah, I highly recommend making to-do lists, even if they're small or long. And I find myself like putting the dumbest little things on my to-do list because I just love checking them off because it makes me feel so good about myself. Like, let me see if I can find a dumb one. Like, this is not dumb, but it's obviously not like a task. But one of them is like, talk to my boyfriend. Like, obviously I'm gonna talk to my boyfriend every single day, but I put it on there because it's fun, and then you can cross it off and you're like, I did that, like, I'm awesome, whatever. So it's a lot of fun. I highly recommend. So to my final point is mental health. So like I said, it comes right back to like waking up early. You definitely want to make sure you're eating enough and you're not overeating. If you're overeating, it makes you lethargic and slow and tired, and you want to just sleep, and you're not really functioning at your best possible version of yourself. So I would just, make sure you're not overeating, and eat enough though. So fill yourself up every single day, drink lots of water, and get lots of sleep. Because I remember when I was sleeping too much, but it was because I wasn't getting enough sleep. I was going to bed way late and then waking up really, really late, and it was just bad for me. I couldn't get anything done. I was just like, I'll do it tomorrow. And then it was just, an unhealthy like cycle of the same thing over and over again. But if you can get yourself to be in bed by like 10:30, and then because you're going to be on your phone for like an hour on TikTok or whatever the case may be. So try to get yourself into bed by 10:30, and then maybe try to go to bed by 11:30. That way you can wake up at like 9:30. And you'll have the perfect amount of sleep, and it'll be great. Sleep is everything, because if you don't get enough sleep, then you might as well just not go to class because you're tired, you're not even listening. I mean, it's what are you getting out of it? Like nothing. Like, I know there were times where I'm so tired I had to get up and go to my 8 a.m. and I was just going through the motions. I knew I wasn't going to learn anything. I knew I wasn't going to take notes because I was just too tired. I would just sit there and be like, I only went for the attendance, which, but I didn't get anything out of it, and I didn't like that because I wasn't getting enough sleep. I was just tired. So your days will be longer and your days will be better if you get enough sleep and you get up at a reasonable time in the morning. But yes, so I hope you guys enjoyed these little productivity tips and tricks, and I hope these inspired you to, you know, change your routine, change things up a little bit, or maybe incorporate new things in your life that you didn't know about or that you've been wanting to try. Here's that sign. Do it. You can do it. I believe in you. But yeah, if you guys aren't following me on Instagram, my Instagram is at brooklynmendez, double B. I have recently changed that. So I'll have it right here on the screen for you guys. I love posting on Instagram and keeping up with you guys there. It's one of my favorite ways to communicate with you guys. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it and you want more like it, and I will see you guys very soon in my next video. Bye!